random people on Twitch.
Hi, random people.
Hello, random people. And welcome.
This is going to be awesome.
Yes, welcome to a completely random stream for Saturday. It is 9 PM where we are. Well, just on 9 PM. And we are going to be doing something. We're not. You can see right now we're not playing a game. I'm just to realise I'm looking at the TV. I'm not looking at the camera. Yeah, we're doing something completely random this time. We are playing a card game called
Superfight.
Superfight. Now,
Superfight.
Yes, Superfight. Superfight. It is a what's the best way to explain it?
I don't know how you'd explain it, really.
Right, it's a card game that, looking at the rules.
Yeah.
I think the best way to explain it, now I think a lot of people on Twitch have heard of the game called Cards Against Humanity, where you have two sets of cards. You've got a black set of cards and a white set of cards. Now it's sort of taking on the same principle there, but instead, with the white set of cards, they are character cards. And with the black set, they are like powers, attributes for said characters. And the point of the game is that you have to pick a character card, and you have to pick a attribute card. Both of us, me and Hanksy.
Yep.
And we have to convince
James.
I didn't know he was going to be known as Suicidal Panda, or...
I don't care.
You don't care. Fair enough.
Okay, so
but like
we'll just call him the moody teenager.
Right. So basically, what the proper rules are of Superfight, which you can pick up at superfight.com or skybound.com.
Yeah.
Is that usually we have to pick... we mix up our cards, which we are doing right now. Aren't we, Hanksy?
Yep. I've already mixed mine. I've been shuffling them for like the last 10 minutes or so.
Have you you separated the two decks?
Yes, of course I've separated. I've not shuffled them together.
Right, the point is that usually we shuffle our decks and then we pick 3 cards from each of them. And then we look at our cards and we choose which character we want to use and which power we want to use, and then we discard the other cards. But at CTG, we don't follow the rules.
Usually because we can't.
That might be the best.
It's just far too much effort.
Too much effort. So instead, we're going to pretty much let luck pick out our characters and our attributes in this game. We also have locations and certain situation cards which we are going to use as well, which we both have mixed up.
Yep, I've done it right. I've mixed mine, a mix. So.
Yep, everything's mixed up like that. They're blue and purple cards.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that is basically what we're going to do. And James here is going to choose which one is the best, and who would win.
Which will be me.
So I think we should start this, and Hanksy,
let's go for it.
Because I'm a good host, you can pick your first situation or location card for us.
Okay, I'm gonna pick. It's a purple.
It's a purple.
Okay, fighters are riding giant, and then draw a random character card.
Right, what's our random character card?
They are riding giant Loch Ness monsters.
Our Loch Ness monster's already giant.
It's not just a Loch Ness monster. It's a giant Loch Ness monster.
Wow.
Is it the Loch Ness monster that's giant or Loch Ness?
I'm gonna guess the monster. just guessing here. It's probably the monster. Right. So my character for this, my top card, is it is King Arthur. Oh yeah, it's backwards. I just realised on the camera. It's King Arthur, and his superpower is that he's stuck in one of those electric cars for toddlers. Right. That's an interesting image there.
Okay, and he should be fighting against Derby Girl, whatever
Why
that
is
is.
the camera not backwards? Why is mine backwards?
It wasn't backwards. It was Forza mine. Do it again.
That's back. Oh wait, there is. That's backwards.
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
It's fine
It's
to
fine.
you, but it's backwards on the Twitch stream.
Anyway, back to it. I've got Derby Girl. I don't know what Derby Girl is. Is that the girl from Derby?
Let's go with that. That's how the
I'm confused.
mind works.
It's a girl from Derby, the fine city of Derby, and they are faster than a speeding bullet.
Okay.
So,
So we have a Derby Girl who's very, very fast.
against
And
King Arthur
King Arthur,
in
who's
a tiny little car.
While they're both riding giant Loch Ness monsters.
I think I'm onto a winner, mate. I have to say it.
Okay. The reason why I think King Arthur's going to win this one. How am I supposed to explain this? I had to do this from he's sexist on camera. Right. The reason why I think King Arthur's going to win this one is because he's got a giant sword. What has the Derby Girl got? Okay, she's fast.
He hasn't got a giant sword. He hasn't got a giant sword. He has a magic sword.
It's a magic. Okay, it's got a magic sword. And to be honest, it doesn't care how fast this Derby Girl goes. They're both riding giant Loch Ness monsters. The Loch Ness monster isn't any faster, and if anything, they're both going to be the same speed. The only problem is, even though he's stuck in this small electric car for toddlers, doesn't mean that his arm's stuck, so he can still attack her with his magical sword.
Yeah, but you'd never catch her. She's faster than a speeding bullet, and you're in a tiny car. Whether you get your arm out of that car or not, you're gonna be confined, aren't you? All right.
It's going to be combined.
You're gonna be stuck in a car. You'll be able to move your wrist a little bit like that, but you know. As soon as you've done that, I'm past you, I'm behind you, I'm probably pushing you around, to be honest.
To be honest, what powers except you moving very fast? I bet she can't hit that hard. Then again, I haven't been to Derby for a while. Last time I did get hit very hard by a Derby Girl. But the weird thing I'm going to say here is, the thing is, okay, she can hit you or punch you or anything, but he's already got the protection of the electric car. So the thing is, even though she's going really fast, and she'll probably get a few slaps or punches in, doesn't mean that she's actually hurting him. He's still stuck in a car, and they're both riding the Loch Ness monsters, like I said, which isn't going as fast as a speeding bullet. She's the one going as fast as a speeding bullet.
Yeah, well, yeah, to counter that, right? So she's on her Loch Ness monster, he's on his in a car, which is precarious, isn't it? You know, it's going to be a little bit unstable. You know, she's going to run up and down her monster, so she runs so fast that she's going to form a shockwave. The car's just going to fall off. It's just going to roll down the side. It's going to crash onto the floor. He's going to be dead. That's how it's going to be. You know, it's a long way down off them monsters. You're going to be dead. There's no coming back from this. No magic sword is going to save you. You're dead.
Right.
End of story.
I think we've had. All right. The rule is that we can have 2 arguments each with this as well. So, James, who's won this round? Is it King Arthur, the guy with the sword who's stuck
In
in
a tiny car.
or a Derby Girl who can slap as fast as a speeding bullet?
Tough choice, this. Tough choice.
I'm sorry, Derby.
I'm gonna say 10 years later. I'm gonna say the
It's not that hard.
It's not that
I'm
hard,
gonna
seriously.
say the Derby Girl because
I had a really bad hand.
Yeah, It's not that hard. GD had given up pretty
given up
much as soon as he
I
said
got the
electric
cards
car.
out. It was stuck in a bloody electric car for a toddler. What do you expect to happen?
It says 1-0 to Hanksy.
Yeah, anyone who's
Okay.
stuck in an electric car. Right, okay, it's my turn, and it is a purple card.
Okay.
And the fighters cannot see or hear this time.
Oh.
Okay, and Hanksy, you get to go first this time.
Okay. So my character is a carnivorous plant.
Okay. That cannot
Okay.
see or hear.
Can't see or hear. And it has machine guns for legs.
Carnivorous plants don't even have legs!
This one does.
This one does, okay. Okay, fair enough. Right, mine is a poltergeist. Is that the ultimate card here? And the poltergeist... the poltergeist is armed with a machete. Right, Hanksy, you get to go first this time, mate. Why the hell is a carnivorous plant with machine guns for legs, who cannot see or hear, going to beat a poltergeist who's armed with a machete?
Well, to start with this, quite simply, right? A carnivorous plant does not need to see or hear because it's a plant. So it feels. It's got its root system out there. As soon as you come near it, you couldn't even get anywhere near it. Its massive root system stretching out in front of it and all around it. As soon as you get near it, machine guns are coming out and boom, 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 you're dead. That's it. End of story.
Yeah, but you can't see.
Don't you get him? He doesn't need to say. He doesn't need to say. He's sensing the movement with its roots. That's what plants do.
Okay.
No carnivorous plant can see or hear. They sense that you're there.
Right, okay, my turn. Simple. One thing. My guy's already dead. So you can't kill something that's already dead.
That's not an argument.
That's not an argument, but it's true. It's a poltergeist. He's already dead. Well, he's already got a machete, which can already cut your little plant into pieces.
Yeah, but if your poltergeist can hold a machete, then it's obviously got some sort of physical being.
Yeah,
in which case,
he's using his magical aura.
we're back to magical stuff again, aren't we? No, I'm not having it.
So we will go back to the magic. No,
I'm not having it.
The thing is, he's, in my opinion, he's a poltergeist. So technically, you can't. You can't be dead if he's already dead. And one thing I know about poltergeists, they can, what's it called? They can take over objects. This is what he's doing with this machete.
Can I just point out, actually, machine gun for legs, right? This machine gun is shooting salt bullets. As we know from Supernatural, salt bullets do kill poltergeists. And they'd kill any sort of ghost because salt kills all demons, well, all ghosts and all that. We know this. Supernatural is law, isn't it? So,
Where the
you're
hell
going
did
down.
you get the salt bullets from?
Yeah.
It just says machine gun for legs. It doesn't say what's in the machine gun. And I'm telling you, it's obviously salt bullets.
Okay. Well, he's armed with a machete. So he's just going to chop those little bullets into pieces.
You're dead. You're not even getting
He's already
close.
dead. He can't do anything about it. He's a ghost. He's already dead. If anything, my poltergeist can, because it's a plant in the end. You're a carnivorous plant, so technically you're already alive. What doesn't stop my poltergeist from possessing your plant?
Poltergeists don't possess things.
What do poltergeists do?
They float around throwing stuff at people.
Well, he's just going to throw chairs at him then. He's going to throw.
Yeah, okay.
At you.
You throw a chair, I raise you my salt bullets.
And for some weird reason, he's now suddenly found a tank. Okay. So personally, okay, there we go. So you have these kinds of. I just realised my character is also blind and cannot hear.
Yes, exactly. How are you going to even find me?
So we said
Exactly. Yours is blind and cannot hear. So you'd get nowhere near me. I would be able to sense you because I'm a plant. You're going down. You're full of salt bullets.
Right, you've got what was it? What's the plant? Pet Shop of Horrors, or is it Plant Shop of Horrors?
Little shop.
Little Shop of Horrors.
So you've got the Little Shop of Horrors with machine guns for legs, and you've got something from Ghostbusters with a machete. Who's won this one?
I'm going to have to go for Le Poltergeist.
Ah, rubbish.
Yes, Poltergeist. Throw it, kill your little plant. Alright, Hanksy, your turn to pick.
My turn to pick. Okay, it's a blue one this time.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And it was all taking place on the slope of an erupting volcano.
Oh, right, my character is the Iron Giant.
Oh.
And his power is that he's armed with a piranha launcher.
Okay, versus. It's a water buffalo. Oh shit.
Yeah, you know where this is going, don't you?
And he is armed with a machete. I give up now.
It's my turn to go first. No, let's go with this. So, my character is the Iron Giant. Everyone knows he's a giant and he's made of iron. Plus, he's got the
So
piranha
it's not just a
launcher.
clever name then.
That's a very clever name. So he's also armed with a piranha launcher. He's just going to launch those piranhas, and he's going to eat your water buffalo. He's steaky. Thanks to the volcano, you're cooked.
Buffalo burgers.
It's buffalo burgers. Thanks to piranha launcher. Go ahead,
Okay.
buffalo.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, you know, we're on an erupting volcano,
Yes, we are.
so you know, I'm pretty. I would have thought, yeah, as a water buffalo, I'm pretty nippy. It's pretty nippy. You can move around quite well, dodge the lava.
Quick question.
As an Iron Giant,
You do know how big a water buffalo is, right?
it's pretty big. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're not
it's
the most
smaller.
agile of creatures.
I would say it's more, I would argue it's probably more agile than an Iron Giant.
Okay.
Alright? Okay? You're on the side. There's going to be a lot of sulfur and stuff in the air. You're going to be stuff's going to be oxidizing. You're going to be getting a bit creaky. I'm introducing science here. So there's going to be oxidization. You're going to be getting a bit creaky and all that, you know. And eventually, if I just hop around, right, you're just shooting your silly little fish gun at me, and I'm moving around, and every now and again, one might hit me. But you know, what's one tiny piranha going to do to a water buffalo? Not a lot. So eventually, you know, you're just going to get all creaky, and then once you can't move properly, I'm going to charge in with the machete, charge in, bang, you're on your back. You're in the volcano. You're turning back to molten iron, and then you know, 100 years later, someone's going to make a bridge out of you or something. That's what's happening.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm going
science.
to be turned into a bridge, eh? With your magical agile water buffalo, with the power of some weird reason to jump really, really high and slice it with a machete. You don't even have hands.
Why would I? I'm holding it in my mouth. To be fair,
is this machete taped to the water buffalo with duct tape all of a sudden?
To be fair, he doesn't really even need the machete. He doesn't have to jump that high. He's going to take out the leg.
You do know. Be honest. We know what's going to happen here. The Iron Giant doesn't even need the piranha launcher. He's just going to step on the water buffalo. And do you know what the weird thing about this is? He's going to step on the water buffalo. He didn't even know he was in a fight. He's just more worried because there's a volcano erupting all of a sudden.
Everyone knows that water buffaloes are the most fearless of the buffalo type creatures.
Well, this is the first time I've heard about this.
Well, yeah, you've obviously not done the intense research into water buffaloes that I've done.
Wow. It's an expert. Go on then. Personally,
so you know he's gonna run in. You're not gonna be able to see it properly. You know, there's an erupting volcano.
We're not blind.
I know
on this
you're not
one.
blind.
We're just
I
stuck in a
know,
volcano. I don't even know
Yeah,
how we
but-
got on this volcano.
Have you ever seen a volcano? When you see an
Volcano.
eruptive volcano, there's a lot of smoke. There's a lot of crap in the air. You're really tall. How are you going to see me running around?
That's why I'm
First
proud
time you
to
see,
stamp
first
on
time you see the water buffalo, is when it slams into your leg, and a big creaky old giant falls over, and that's the end of it. Splat, molten lava, molten metal. End of Lord of the Rings.
In my opinion, it's going to end up like going on James's picture here. It's going to end up like Attack on Titan. I'm not even going to notice it. Be honest, your water buffalo's a steak by the end of the day.
Dead giant.
It's a-
You're going to be a bridge
Okay,
or a bucket.
go on then, James. Who's won this one? We-
Obviously, the water buffalo.
The giant.
The giant.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, come on. Even if I'm blind by the smoke, you're a sandwich. I'm just going to be honest here. You're
I
gonna-
think I did very well to argue with very little there.
Right. Okay. My turn to pick the situation, and we have got a blue location card. Oh God! Guess what? We're still on the slope of the erupting volcano.
Never moved.
We never moved. Okay. So,
Okay.
let's see who is going to be fighting.
I have Keiju.
Kaiju. Yes.
That's what I said. I just said it with an accent.
Now, do
So
you
that's-
explain to people what a kaiju is?
That is the huge monster from Pacific Rim, which I will just point out at this point, effectively comes out of a volcano under the sea.
Shit, I forgot about that.
Just point that out. And its weapon of choice is that it is wrapped in toilet paper.
Oh God, no! Right, the character who's going to be facing your kaiju, who's dressed up as a mummy for some weird reason, is Keanu Reeves.
It's who, sorry?
And Keanu Reeves he can leap over tall buildings in a single bound. Thank you, Keanu Reeves.
Shall we just go to the vote now?
No. You can argue about Water Buffalo. I can argue about Keanu Reeves.
So, my kaiju, it could,
Kaiju.
as a, yeah, that's what I said.
You said
Okay,
kaiju.
it's the same thing.
Sure.
Okay, so it's not worried about lava. It basically comes from a volcano under the sea. That's how it's born into the world. It's wrapped in toilet paper, basically to take the piss, because it's basically saying, Keanu Reeves, I so see you as no threat whatsoever to me. I'm going to wrap myself in toilet paper as some sort of slight to you. Yes, you did a couple of decent Matrix films. You're okay in that film you did with Patrick. Yeah, you're right in that film you did with Patrick Swayze with the surfing. Apart from that, what have you done? I see you in utter contempt, and then basically I'm just going to tread on you. You're down. End of story. I'm not even going to bother, trying to pick you up or tickle you or anything else. I'm just going to slap you down. I'm going to push you into the lava, and that's the end of it. In there with your Iron Giant.
Here comes the most massive pile of bullshit in the world. Right. First of all, the kaiju. You say that it comes from a erupting volcano, right?
From someone under the
he
sea.
doesn't. He comes from under the sea, but he comes from a portal which is under the sea.
That's fire and lava.
No. It is just basically a portal. He comes from a portal under the sea. He's
This
next
is
to
true.
SpongeBob, who's freaked out. What the hell is happening here? What has happened to SpongeBob's house all of a sudden? Now
I
there's
believe
a
that is the theme tune to SpongeBob, isn't it? He comes from a portal under the sea.
Yeah. SpongeBob SquarePants, the kaiju.
You heard it here first.
Yes. This is next movie, don't worry. Right. First of all, like I said, kaiju, he doesn't come from a erupting volcano, he comes from a portal under the sea. Secondly, he's Keanu Reeves, he can do everything. Especially
Apart
this
from-
time, now
apart
that
from act.
he can leap over tall buildings in a single bound. So he's just leaping all over your kaiju thing. Okay, he's going to be punching you, and he's probably not going to be doing much. But yeah.
So
He'll bore him with his
he's
monotone tone. And
is
the
that what
kaiju ain't got no
basically
chance.
he's going to act for me? Is that the plan?
He's going to act. He's going to freak the guy out. You've seen him in the Matrix. He is good at dodging things. Bullet time. This is so difficult to explain.
Do I even respond?
He's Keanu Reeves.
So basically, your plan to defeat me on the side of an erupting volcano, which whether I come from an erupting volcano or not doesn't really matter. It's not going to bother me. Is that you're going to punch me?
Plus, for some weird reason, I don't know why.
Can I put out in Pacific Rim, right? They take on these huge monsters with huge metallic, basically huge robots. Okay, and even most of those get destroyed by these monsters. Okay. And you think Keanu Reeves, with his fists, is going to win?
Right, after he's tried to use his fist, he's going to give up because he was also part of a different popular film called Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures. And he's going to use that phone box type thing and go back in time and warn everyone about this kaiju threat. So by the time your kaiju, for some weird reason, comes out the sea going towards some weird erupting volcano which is right next to the portal. And he has now got the army because he has warned everybody of this kaiju threat. You are doomed. You have been killed by the army. Thanks to another excellent adventure.
Does the army have a massive robot?
They have now. They've got Titanfall.
They've got Titanfall. Basically, they've what? Just the game.
Yeah, that's all.
They're beating me. They're beating me with copies of a really overhyped and basically quite disappointing video game.
Have you seen ASMVW? Have you seen Tomska's videos where they've got that spaceship coming? If they can throw cheese at a spaceship, they can throw rejected copies of Titanfall. Right. Anyway, let's
go to the vote.
We've got a giant alien that comes from a different dimension versus the all-powerful, all-seeing Keanu Reeves. Who's won this one?
The kaiju.
Over here, yeah.
Hey, 2-2. It makes sense.
I know it makes sense. Okay, go ahead. And Hanksy, what's the situation? It's not going to be a erupting volcano this time.
Right. So let's say at this point hi to Doc and Ryan, who I believe are watching us.
Yep, hi.
Okay. Fighters are inside giant robotic.
Please don't be something stupid.
Swarms of piranhas.
Oh my god, that is awesome!
They're inside a giant robotic swarm of piranhas.
Right, so the character who is inside this giant robot swarm of piranhas is a literal Teen Wolf. Whose power he's armed with a railgun. Make you move.
And also within this metallic swarm of awesomeness is a what the hell is a Mothra?
Mothra, it's the giant moth that from Godzilla.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right, okay. So the giant moth from Godzilla. It's stuck inside one of those electric cars for toddlers. Okay.
I could already see this right away.
Okay.
This is mad.
Well,
right. It's my turn to say first, isn't it? Right. So we're in this. What was it again? We're
a giant.
in a swarm of piranhas.
giant robotic swarm of piranhas.
To be honest, I think we cancel each other out with the piranhas. No, we don't. You've got no chance. You can't even reach the controls. Do you know what? Do you know how this is pretty much done? I don't really care if he's a literal Teen Wolf here, because I've got a feeling this Teen Wolf at least has the ability to control a railgun. And because you're stuck in your tiny electric car, I'm going to guess you cannot reach the controls. What are you again? You're a Mothra. You don't even have hands! All I'm going to do is open up one of the ports. I'm going to guess it's like, in Titanfall, where you basically in the side of the little suit thing. He's going to open it up, and he's going to use the railgun, and he's just going to shoot your still moving piranhas. And it's over. You're dead, Moth Boy.
When did you get some sort of robotic suit that you're wearing?
I haven't. I've got a giant robot fish.
No, it's not. That's not. We're inside a giant.
Oh wait, are we both inside?
Swarm of piranhas.
Are we both inside here? The
Yeah,
same one?
basically, there's a swarm of piranhas all around us, and we're in the middle of it. That's my understanding. You are a literal team wolf. You're basically, Marty McFly, whatever the actor does it.
Alright, no, I'm just going to let you continue with this, mate.
You're basically there in your basketball top and your silly shorts. All right, you're going to be eaten before you can even pull the trigger of your gun. Okay, you're going to be eaten. In the end, we're both going to be eaten, but you'll be eaten first because at least I've got the protection of my toddler car. All right, I'm gonna wind up my tiny little toddler windows with my wings. And I'm going to hide inside my car, and I'm going to watch you get eaten and laugh before they turn on me. That's what's going to happen. All there's going to be left is a little bit of blue basketball short or something. It's all like floating around in the water.
Since when we were in water? We didn't say anything was in water.
Well, where else would a swarm of piranhas be?
Yeah, we didn't say that we was in water. We're actually in the desert here. These fish are dead.
Well, they're not dead. They're robots.
Well,
but
they're not doing anything. I'm just going to go. And anyway, like I said, if all I need is one chance, and I'm going to blow up your tiny little car with my railgun.
You're not even going to reach the trigger. Before you even reach the trigger, then piranhas are on you.
How big do you think this railgun is?
It doesn't matter how big the railgun is.
You've got no chance. You're stuck in a car.
I think you'd be more bothered about the fact you were being eaten alive by piranhas.
Not really, because like I said, we're in a desert now. You see how my mind's working here.
We're not in the desert. We're actually in space.
Oh my god. We're both dead then. Damn it, I can't believe that's
I think we both. I don't think we just go to the vote on this one.
Let's just go with it.
Who won? The stupid furry teenage wolf, or the silly moth stuck in a plastic car?
How big is this railgun?
It doesn't matter. The size of the railgun is immaterial. The point is, you're going to be. He would be eaten by piranhas before he could pull the trigger.
Hey, shut up! The voting time.
I'm taking this back quick, right? If you've got two divers, right, and there's a shark, and one of the divers is one of them stupid cages, and the other one is just swimming around, which one is the shark going to go for? It's going to go for the one swimming around first.
I just realised here, if we're in the water, you're in an electric car here. You killed yourself by electrocuting yourself in this electric car. Why do I care about the piranhas all of a sudden?
That's nonsense.
You've killed the piranhas, mate. You've killed some innocent mechanical piranhas.
It's one of them stupid toddler cars. There's not enough electricity in that to kill anybody.
It's Crimson Dragon all over again. He's killing red dragons. And now he's killing mechanical fish.
I hated those dragons.
Yeah,
They deserve to die.
Anyway, let's go with the vote here before we continue with this. So.
I'm gonna go with.
I think the piranhas have won.
Yeah.
Technically, we can say it's a draw. The prawns
Yeah.
have won here, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it, piranha fish. Yeah, we both lose that one.
Right.
Stupid
Remember
piranha
the
fish
score?
killing us.
Yeah,
We
it's
ended up
2-all.
killing each other.
I know, put it in Skype chat.
There you go. Right, so there we go. So it's another location card. This
Yep.
time we're deep in the Amazon rainforest.
Oh, more piranhas.
Right, so Hanksy, which character and what ability?
Okay, we have an army of skeletons.
Top.
It's looking good.
No, it's not.
And they have flaming hands.
Okay, I didn't see the card.
Flaming handed
so
skeletons.
facing these really, really hot-handed skeletons. Oh, fuck. I have Ash. Now, I'm going to go, just for comical relief here, it's Ash from Pallet Town. And he's armed with a limited loot crate. Oh. Right, so, Hanksy, your skeletons with their burning hands. Go ahead.
Okay, so my argument is it's an army of skeletons with flaming hands. That's it. What else do you need?
You're going to need a lot more. I'm going to be honest with you.
100,000 strong army.
Not
Of
that
skeletons.
It's a skeleton. The skeletons are bones.
These are pretty. You've seen skeletons.
Oh yeah.
You know, these are the type of skeletons. We're talking Game of Thrones type skeletons here. You know,
There we go.
these are bad mother skeletons. All right, they're going to rise up out of the Amazon. You're walking along. Then all of a sudden, skeletons are everywhere with their flaming hands. What are you going to do? You got nothing. What have you got? What was your weapon?
1 minute. I've got a question here.
Yes.
James,
Yeah.
since you're the judge, can I ask here, what time of day is it? Daytime or is it nighttime in our mysterious world?
I knew someone would mention that.
Yeah.
I'm going to say about midday-ish, about lunchtime.
You say midday-ish, lunchtime, right?
So it's going to be a bit dark in places, but a bit light in places.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
No, it wouldn't. Midday. It would be the height of the day.
So it's going to be the height of the day. We've gone with midday here, right?
Yes.
Right, now, there's one thing that I know about skeletons, and this is from Minecraft here.
I knew this.
Those idiots burn in the sun.
Are we not in the rainforest?
Yeah, but all we need is... There's still light coming through the trees, mate, as much as you agree.
If we're using... Go on then.
I'd like to point out, you've seen Amazon documentaries, haven't you? And how many
Yes.
times have you seen in the beautiful HD those streams of light coming from the top of the rainforest trees? They are basically like bullets to skeletons here. They're burning thanks to these streams of light.
That's probably why they've got flaming hands.
Yeah, they're already in trouble. Anyway, go with my character, Ash from Pallet Town, and he's armed with a limited loot crate. One thing that we know, thanks to Loot Crate, you can get Loot Crate at lootcrate.com. It's nice stuff.
Yes. Any royalties you'd like to pay us, you can pay us into our bank accounts. Email for details.
Well, one thing that we know about the limited Loot Crate is that it could be a Mega Loot Crate. And the best thing about Mega Loot Crates is you can get anything, usually, to a certain degree. You can't get weapons,
Yeah,
But-
to a certain degree.
to a degree, but you can get replica weapons. What I'm going to say here is he's going to throw a lot of stuff at these skeletons. Thanks to this limitless loot crate. And do you know what's even better? He's not just going to throw it at the skeletons. He's going to throw it at the trees. So he's knocking those leaves out of the sky. I don't care about your burning hands. More importantly, he's going to knock the leaves out so that there's more light, and he's going to burn your army of stupid, stupid skeletons. Bring it back now.
Is that your argument?
That is my argument.
Is that it?
Yes,
Okay.
go ahead.
All right. So, if we use the Minecraft analogies, I'll just put out, you still find skeletons in the rainforest.
Yeah, fair enough. Carry on.
Yes, you do. Okay. So basically, your argument is you're going to be there with a large box throwing basically shit at me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be trying
No. Quite valuable, collectible stuff, not shit.
So yeah, okay. So I'm going to be basically having hex bugs and little characters of the Joker and bow ties and things like that, basically thrown at me.
Don't forget copies of Ready Player One.
Yeah, I know. Which is excellent book.
Nice. Yeah,
Available at all good bookstores, including Amazon.
We don't even get paid for this.
Again, if you'd like to pay me, email me for bank account details. I regularly get a request for my bank account details, African princes, all sorts. Yeah,
carry on.
I'm quite lucky. Anyway, I digress. So basically, I'm going to be charging in with my army. You're going to be throwing hex bugs and valuable collectibles at me.
Yeah.
You're going to be dead.
So quick
that's the end. There's no argument.
So quick question: How are you going to kill me? I'm going to guess you're going to try and set me alight, right? You're going to burn me, aren't you?
No, I'm going to remove your arms and legs
For God's
first.
sake.
Okay. And then just watch you slowly die of 2 days.
Well, he's Ash from Pallet Town. Now, everyone knows that Ash from Pallet Town's first Pokemon is a Pikachu. Oh, here, yes, you want to know this. Now, first of all, I'd like to point out something. Let's say here that he's set alight by your skeleton's burning hands. We don't want to know how they're burning. Those dirty, dirty skeletons.
They've rubbed too hard.
Now, I think we all agree that Ash has been burnt quite a few times by his Pokemon, also known as Charizard, or when it was Charmeleon. So we have noticed that fire does not harm this guy. It doesn't harm him. Also, I am going to go and play a YouTube card here. Have you heard of the guys called? Have you heard of the Game Theory channel? You know where I'm going.
No.
No. Right. If you go to the Game Theory channel, they look into the theory of certain different things. And there is one on Pokemon that they believe that humans are actually Pokemon. This is just a theory. A game theory. And according to this is the reason why when Ash gets electrocuted or gets burnt, he doesn't die, thanks to these weirdly very violent creatures that seem to wander the world. Because he's a Pokemon. Instead of dying, he just loses a little bit of health. So what I'm trying to point out here, he's going to kill you with his Rhyhorn.
With his what?
His Rhyhorn.
You can get cream for that.
So, like I point out here, he has got the limited loot crate, which you probably pull out a Pokemon. He's Ash from Pallet Town. He's done random crap before. He survived many, many things, and I think he's going to survive your... Somehow, I don't believe that they're mobile, and they are just bones. That's my argument in this situation. That I completely forgot. And we're in the deep Amazon rainforest. Don't worry, what we've known about the deep Amazon rainforest, there's barely any trees there, thanks to certain things. But still, plant trees, stop wasting, and recycle. Save the rainforest, people. But not until after this fight.
No. Double up your toilet paper.
Right,
okay.
So, are we going for the vote now?
We're going for the vote.
Go for the vote. So who wins? Is it the great and powerful Pokemon trainer who can't even win a tournament, the douchebag?
Or is it
100,000
basically on fire skeletons?
They are actually on fire.
Well, I'm a huge Pokemon fan, so when I watched the series, I noticed that Ash is actually completely useless at everything he attempts.
But he's immortal, we've noticed, because how long has he been 14?
quite a while now.
Add that bit.
But if he is a Pokemon, he will eventually die of fire damage.
Ha
So,
ha! You haven't thought about this, have you?
No, I didn't.
in Pokemon, when a fire Pokemon hits any Pokemon, it gives it burn effect, which slowly kills that Pokemon. So theoretically, you could both die.
But
We're
who would die
not
first?
going with a draw again. I am not taking a draw on this one.
So I would probably say the Skeletons will win.
Woohoo!
How the hell am I supposed to defend this? It's Ash from Pallet Town. The guy's
3-2.